Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about some realities of educational situations. You know, average literacy rate of India is 77.7 of the total population. If you divide by the male and female, of total female population, only 70% of them are literate. And if it comes to the male, it comes to 84% of the total male population. So both together is taken 77. Why female literacy is rate less? Why ladies are going to school less in number? If the literacy rate, if we take among the female, highest female literacy rate is existing in Kerala. 95% of the girls in Kerala are able to read and write. You know, in higher education in Kerala, that is in college education, girls are more in number. And the lowest female literacy rate in India is in Rajasthan, that is 57.6 of the total females in Rajasthan are literate, means around 43% or 42.4% ladies are illiterate. Illiterate means they are not able to read and write. So now government has to take, or the public has to take, how much effort to make them literate after having so many years of existence after independence. That is what we must understand. You see here, you can see a literacy, Rajasthan literacy rate, 57. Now one of the lowest. These are the states which are having the lowest. And Jharkhand is having literacy rate female is 64, but their male literacy rate is 83. Compared to Rajasthan. Here you see Andhra Pradesh is having less literacy rate for female as well as for a male, both less. So lowest literacy rate in the male category is in Andhra Pradesh, see less. So this situations, why it is so? What is the reason? We have got 20 lakh schools in India. That's only buildings we can see. 20 lakh schools. But out of 20 lakh, in 20 lakh schools, 92,275 schools are having only one teacher. You think about the situation. One teacher has to teach all the languages, all the subjects, physics, chemistry, biology, maths, history, social studies, language, either Kannada, Hindi or English, everything should be taught by a single teacher. You think about the situation. If it's a primary school, first standard to fourth standard, there are 4 classrooms minimum. Can the teacher be present in all the 4 classrooms? It's never possible. So a teacher moves from one classroom to another classroom, the one classroom is left without teacher. When a teacher is not there, students, they will not do the things what is expected. So this is situation. This is a national record. This is announced by the minister in charge of education in the Parliament of India. This is not a illogical or incorrect data. It is available in the Parliament store. The Parliament records it. This is the situation. Now it is not like 20 years or 100 years or 50 years ago. Parents are ready to send their boys and girls to schools. Boys and girls move to schools. They don't want to remain in home. How do we come to know the changes? There is a process named census. Census means record making. Teachers usually go to every house in the country and take the record. What is annual income? What is the job of each one? How much each one has studied? Everything. So total populations account, counting people and knowing their details. That is known as census. It is being done on every 10 years. 2011 it is done, and this year it should have been done. It should be done in 2021, but due to Corona, it may be postponed. So that record, that census will collect the age of the people, schooling of the people, what work they do and so on. Earlier we know there was no means otherwise. Now we can ask the people to feed themselves itself, at least. Earlier there was no chance, so teachers were going to house and collecting the records. So that is known as census. So the use of information measures the number of literate people, illiterate people, ratio, how many men, how many women, all those things. And boys, how many boys are going to literate, how many are illiterate, how many are able to read and write. I told you previously about literacy, that is how to read and write. Literate means able to read, write and arithmetic. You are having 3 R's: read, write and arithmetic. So all those things were calculated and found out by the government. So we have just seen 84% of the people are literate. That's the latest data. Okay. This is about 2011, it was already 82%. Only 2% have gone up from 10 years. Because making everybody literate is a long effort. People are increasing how to read and write. But now we will see a problem. Here we can see the data that was prepared in 2018 about the students who join in the school and they leave the school. A first standard, a student joins in the first standard, 100 students are joining in the first standard. When they complete 5th standard, 4.13 students leave the school. That's the average of altogether, boys and girls. If we take girls alone, they are only 3.88 and boys number is more in that category, you can see. But if we take only SC boys who have joined, scheduled caste boys who have joined in the school, and before they complete the 5th standard, 4.71 of them leave the school. It is more than total of the boys and girls. And you see girls also. SC girls leave more than, because 3.88 is here, it is 4 point. So average of SC students, by the boys and girls, they leave the school before they reach 5th standard. 4.46% of them leave the school. When it comes to scheduled tribe, the people who are the tribal people, it is 7.6 for boys and 6.8 girls and 6 average, 7 girls. Out of 107 girls leave the school. Total 7 students, if boys and girls taken together. If they pass and they enter into 6th class, and 6th class when they come, if they come, out of that 100 coming, 3.49 of the boys and 4.60 of girls are leaving the school. Even in scheduled caste boys, 5 boys will leave. Girls 6 will leave. Total around 5.5 students leave. If it is scheduled tribal people, they also don't want to remain in school. Many, not that all, many. 8.48, 8.71, around 8.5 students out of 100 are leaving the school. They don't complete 8th class or they don't study 8th class. They leave the school before completing 8th class. If it comes to 9th class, some of them join. When it comes to 9th, 17 to 18% of the students don't want to study. 17% girls are leaving. Girls and boys to around 17% girls and boys are leaving the school without completing 10th standard. SC comes around 19 or 20, we can say. Around 19% of the SC students who join in the school, they leave. If it is a total 17, including SC and ST 17 only, means others are less. 19% of the scheduled caste. And if it comes to tribal people, it is 24. So they leave the school. Why do they leave the school? That's a matter to be discussed. So boys are leaving, girls, Adivasis and Dalits are leaving the schools because their background very difficult for them to remain in the school. And Muslim girls also leave because they may be married and all those things. They also leave the school. They also spend less time in the school. They also leave the Muslim girls also leave the school before they complete 15 years or many are getting married. We know child marriage is prominent. And as I told you in the beginning, is how many schools are single teachers? That's a problem. Schools, no teachers will be there. You know, in our village schools, no teachers will be there. So it's a problem. And many of the schools will be far away. So parents are not ready to send their children to schools. That is also another problem. No van, no buses may be there. So they don't want to send their girls by walking. So they don't want to send their children. It's also a problem that we see face. And many children are not able, many parents are not able to bear the expenditure for them. And they think, why I should send the child for education? If he goes for a work, he will get some money. So these kind of reasons. And some of the homes, parents think that let a boy go and study, why the girl should be sent. So girls are not sent. Discrimination is taking place between boys and girls. All those things are creating a problem for Indian educational system. You know, many children, they don't complete their education. Many reasons are there. When they reach a school, teachers may not treat them. as they are expected to be treated. Their friends may discriminate, make fun of them, bully them, create a problem for them, because most of them may be first generation learners. They may not be able to compete with others. They may not be able to cooperate with others. They may not be able to do what others expect them to do. And they may not be knowing how to do it. So we have heard the story of Om Prakash Valmiki. More than that situation may be there in the schools. He could not study. So like that situations are there. So parents don't send their children to schools. And boy's preference. Boy is the person who has to continue with the family name and family generations. Girl will be married and sent to another house. So let the boy go and study, let the girl be in the house and do the work. These kind of thinkings have created great problem for education. So, if the government, the people and everybody work it together, these problems can be solved. Otherwise, we cannot solve the problem. We will remain in the same situation without improvement. So, these discriminations, bullying, not treating every child equally should go out of the society. Then we will have a good, educated society. Okay, cadets, thank you. We will meet you next day.